Gemini, this is your energy check-in love reading. We're tuning into the person on your mind or your current situation and the energy unfolding for you right now. Let's see what wants to come through. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Geminis, please. All right, so your energy, the Knight of Wands in reverse, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Your person is showing up as the Two of Swords. They're viewing you as the Judgment in reverse, Aries, Scorpio energy. What you're not seeing is the Page of Cups in reverse, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And the final outcome or your advice, we have the Ten of Wands, okay? And we have the Death card showing up in reverse. So I feel like with this Scorpio energy, you haven't fully let go of this person or this connection. But with the Knight of Wands in reverse, I feel like you're lacking confidence about moving forward, chasing them, or whether or not you should fully invest in this connection. I do think there's most likely a really strong physical attraction. I mean, maybe some of you, there's been flirtation. For others of you, maybe, you know, it's been like a one-night stand or hookup or something like that, but that doesn't have to be the case. I feel like more than anything, you've kind of got one foot in the door and one foot out. And I feel like you're picking up on the fact that either this person isn't fully emotionally available or there's something here you're not fully trusting. All right, so let's see, but you're not ready to completely let this go. Yeah, the King of Wands energy in reverse. Some of my Geminis, you're just enjoying the single life. But the King of Wands in reverse can also be that you're frustrated, you're activated, you're feeling triggered. You're not sure about investing in this connection long term. You may feel like this is something that's been scattering your energy. At the soul level, you're viewing this person as the Ten of Wands in reverse. So interesting. This may be somebody who's recently gone through an ending or something really difficult. So you might be questioning whether or not this is like a rebound. You are physically attracted to this person. I do think there's a part of you that would like a new beginning with this person or kind of to start fresh with this person. All right, and you're viewing the relationship as the Justice card. So I feel like a lot of my Geminis with this Libran energy, you're recognizing that you do need to make a decision here about this connection. Now, some of you might feel like this is a twin flame or a soulmate connection with the Justice card. But I also feel like there's a lot about this connection that you feel like you two really do complement each other well. But there's something here that's knocking your confidence. And I don't know if it's just because you don't feel like you're ready for a relationship or you're not sure if you should invest in a relationship here with this person. You know, is it just physical attraction? Is it something that, or someone who's just meant to be around for a good time, not a long time? And yeah, your person is on the fence, Two of Pentacles. Now, maybe they're juggling you and someone else. Maybe they have a really busy work schedule. But your person is on the fence and they're holding back. And most likely you are lacking confidence because of that. Because you don't feel like they're all in, Gemini. All right, and that might be frustrating for you. And for others of you, you're like, well, maybe, you know, we're both just meant to see other people, or maybe this is just meant to be something, you know, something less serious. All right. So we see sacred contract. So we do see that there's something special between the two of you. And Spirit's saying you have a sacred contract with the universe. Trust there's a divine order behind everything. So Spirit's also asking you to trust that, you know, the universe has got your back here. Now, new beginnings. So there's a decision to make here, Gemini. It's time to start something new and trust the magic of beginnings. It's in your hands right now to change your story. Okay? So it's about making a decision. What does your new beginning look like? Is it with this person or are you going to move in a different direction? Spirit saying accept your blessings, which is a strong indication that you do have blessings coming towards you and abundance. But believe that the door of abundance is waiting for you. The clearer the goals, the quicker you'll get there. So I feel like Spirit saying it's time to get real clear on what you want. And I kind of feel like this connection has been anything but clear for my Geminis. And Spirit's saying, shine your beauty. So be the best version of yourself, Gemini, because a lot of you, I feel like this has been scattering your energy and maybe making you feel confused, maybe a little bit frustrated, maybe feeling like not the best version of yourself here. Let others do and say what they will. Keep doing good. Resist the temptation to dim your light to become as dark as those that oppose you. Now, maybe there is opposition. Maybe this person has choices between you and someone else. But what I feel like is Spirit saying, don't let this hold you back, Gemini. And if you feel like this has been keeping you stuck or this is lowering your vibration, then it may not be in alignment with you. But be the best version of yourself. It's time to make a decision. Trust that Spirit's got your back and accept your blessings, because Spirit's saying you do have blessings coming your way. Now, the Two of Swords, your person may have a decision between you and someone else, or maybe this person is just, you know, they're just kind of holding back. Now, they could be mirroring you in some respects. But the Ace of Swords in reverse tells me that I don't think we can fully trust this person here, Gemini. And I'm getting that because with the Page of Cups in reverse and the Ace of Swords in reverse, there's something here that we can't fully trust about this person. Now, they just might be somebody who has a blocked throat chakra, who can't or doesn't say what they mean and mean what they say. The Ace of Swords in reverse can also indicate that they've been keeping something from you, and it's a third party. Now, it could be bad advice, it could be friends and family that don't want you two together, but it may also be another option. Yeah, the Knight of Swords in reverse, this person is not moving towards you, they're not giving you clarity, they're not communicating. And we see the Hierophant card. Now, some of you may find out that this person is married or in another connection. That's not going to be for all of you. But with the Hierophant here, Taurus energy, I do think this person does feel some sort of special connection with you. And I do think they feel you even though you're apart. So I can see why this is a connection that may be harder to let go of. Now, the Judgment in reverse, Aries, Scorpio energy, tells me this person may feel like they don't stand a chance here because they've been holding back for so long, because they're not communicating, because they're not giving you clarity. But I also think this person, Gemini, is feeling like they've misjudged you in some way. They're seeing you as the Knight of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. So they do see you as somebody who's hardworking, somebody who's stable, someone who's dedicated. And I think they know that there's a part of you that sees like potential for a new beginning or the potential for something solid and secure. Interesting. The Ace of Wands. They're very physically attracted to you. That's without a doubt. And I do think this person may know that you would be up for a new beginning with them. But I kind of feel like they also know they're not telling you everything. And I think this person isn't quite ready to let you go either. And they see potential for something new. They're spying on you. The Page of Swords in reverse. Okay, but I also think they're not fully telling you something here, Gemini. And some of you, it is that they're in another connection. For others of you, they want connection, but there's something they haven't told you, some sort of secret they're keeping. Yeah, and speaking of which, their energy, the Moon, Cancer, Pisces energy. So this person is definitely keeping secrets, all right? And I don't know if it's another relationship. I don't know if it's something that, I don't know, they feel guilt or shame about. Let's see. This person is showing up as the child orphan archetype, so they're independent based on learning to go it alone. They've conquered their fear of surviving, so maybe this person is just somebody who's fiercely independent. You know, it doesn't necessarily mean the Hierophant card here that they're, you know, that they're married or something like that, but for some of you that will be the case. But for a lot of you, I feel like this is somebody who's having a hard time finding that balance between interconnectedness and individualism. And we see the King energy in reverse. So excessive feelings of entitlement, rulership without restraint. Yeah, so I kind of feel like your person might feel like they're very my way or the highway energy. It's something to watch out for, okay? Because it is somebody who's stubborn. It's somebody who's probably used to getting their way. Somebody who may feel like they don't fully need to like let you in on everything, but I think they really do, because I think they have secrets here. Let's see how they're viewing you. Let's see how they're viewing my Geminis. Okay, they see you as the hero and the heroine archetype. So this person holds you in really high regard, a passion for a journey of personal empowerment. They also see that you two really do want a lot of the same things, even if you come from vastly different backgrounds. And Saboteur energy highlights your fear of self-empowerment and the changes it would bring to your life. So Gemini, what I'm seeing here is like this person sees that you're definitely willing to walk away from something that isn't in alignment. You're definitely willing to walk away from, from them. And they may be, and I just feel like they're keeping something from you though. I think they kind of get why you would do that because they're not pulling their weight, they're holding back, they're not communicating clearly. And I think you've probably surprised them in some regard because they're used to getting their way. But they see that you're not going to stand for anything that's, just anyone who's sort of half-assing it with you. Now, I want to know what these secrets are because the Page of Cups in reverse is like, we don't really know what this person is offering. All right. They're not being completely truthful about something and they are hiding something here. The Three of Swords in reverse, they're holding back. They may still be healing from something but don't want to admit it. The Two of Swords, making a decision to communicate. And we see the Queen of Wands. There could be a third party here, Gemini. It could be somebody from their past that has reached out and wants to heal things with them. The thing is, they're very, very attracted to you. And they feel like you two are very compatible. We see that with the Hierophant card. But I also feel like this person doesn't want to let you go. But I also think that they have a decision to make between you and someone else. And I don't think they've been fully clear. The final outcome here, we have the Ten of Wands. So this is something heavy. This may be an instance, Gemini, where you have to use all of your strength and courage to move in a different direction because there's a lack of honesty here. And, you can't build a relationship where there isn't trust. We see the Tower energy in reverse, moving away to avoid disaster. Four of Swords, healing, not taking action, and taking a look at the patterns in this relationship. The Seven of Pentacles, looking at the time and effort that's been put into this connection, what you've put into the connection, what they've put into the connection. It's time to be a bit strategic, but I am getting there's a strong message here, Gemini, that it may be time to, don't chase this person. Don't try to repair the connection. I think that's their job, okay? But first and foremost, they need to come out and tell you the truth. And we get the Moon card telling me that they keep a lot of secrets here. And we see the King of Swords. It may be about an ex, but the King of Swords in reverse is one of my big red flags. It's someone here, Gemini, who's not fully being honest. It may also be somebody who's not loyal. But we saw with the King archetype in reverse as well, that this person may be very self-absorbed. It can even be narcissistic energy. All right, let's see what do we need to know about them? Yeah, third party. I do think that there's some sort of third party. Maybe an ex. Doesn't have to be. All right, surprise and gossip. All right. Some of you too, this person may be surprised to hear that you're moving on with somebody else or that you're, you're open to other options. I mean, I wouldn't blame you here. And I think a lot of my Geminis, that's where you are. And I mean, maybe this person is in another connection or there's other options available to them. They're probably surprised that you're matching their energy and their effort there. Okay. But I also think that there's probably been some gossip here about this person not being truly faithful or about them, dealing with somebody else or something like that. All right, so I definitely see, Gemini, that this is not likely a connection that's meant to be long-term. Okay, and I feel like it is scattering your energy. I feel like it's keeping you in reactive mode, which I don't love because we can't be the best and highest version of ourselves when we're constantly triggered. Okay, just being near you is intoxicating. So again, there's a really strong physical connection. And I think we need to be really cautious about this because, like butterflies and like feeling like all your nerve endings are on fire around this person in a good way isn't always a good thing, right? Because we want somebody who is going to really ultimately calm our nervous system, that we're going to feel safe with. And I don't think you feel safe. I think you feel passionate and like exciting and very attracted to this person, but I'm not getting emotional safety at all. All right, I have too much to lose. Some of you, again, this person, they're not putting in the time and effort into this connection. And, you know, some of you, it may be an affair, okay? But what I'm seeing is that this person, they're too focused on themselves. Okay, it's more on me than we. And I wonder how you feel. So they're really starting to question how you really feel here. Because I think a lot of my gems, you are actually really starting to move away from this connection. All right. Is there anything else we need to know here? Is there anything else we need to know? Is there anything else we need to know here, please? You can expect the apology you want to hear. So this person may come in with an apology, or they may even come in with closure. But I do want you to be careful, because a lot of times, like, offering an apology or wanting closure can really be reactivating this cord between the two of you. We're seeing here that unhealed wounds are blocking forward movement. There are obstacles, possibly even third-party stuff. And this is a destined partnership. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're meant to be together, but I do think it's a partnership that you were meant to experience. And most likely for a lot of my Geminis, it's coming through the experience of a tough karmic lesson here. Now, we see play hard, find time to laugh, goof off, and enjoy each other, and second chance. So this relationship deserves a second chance. I don't know that it does. Do I think this person will come around for a second chance? I do. And depending on what's happened between the two of you, and if there's third party or not, I mean, you know, it's going to be different for each and every one of you. And no good reader is going to recommend that you give somebody who's married and not making any effort to get a divorce or be separated or something like that to work on this connection. Nobody's going to recommend that you work on a connection there with someone like that. But if this is someone who, for example, you do feel deserves a second chance, okay? And I think that's not going to be a lot of you. But for like the one or two of you out there that do believe this person deserves a second chance, I feel like Spirit's saying they need to put in the work. And they need to prove it to you. And they need to do it consistently before you emotionally invest here, or before you give them another shot, okay? So I'd be really, really careful with this energy here, Gemini. All right, let's see. Anything else we need to know? All right, we see speak up. So what are you not saying that's eating you up inside? You can't keep this in forever. It's time to let it out so you can move on and be happy. Yeah, so there may be, you may need to clear the air. You may need to speak up, stand up to this person, or tell them what you've decided. And at the bottom of the deck, we see follow your passion. So right now, Gemini, this is about you focusing on you. If there's something that excites and motivates you, it's a message from your Akashic record that it can lead to your abundance. Don't silence it. So this is about focusing on your passion, focusing on your career, focusing on you, and not something here that's going to be dysregulating you or pulling you off of your path. All right, Geminis, I know these were a bit of some tough love messages here. Maybe not what everybody does want to hear, but I do think some of you out there absolutely need to hear it. And if this didn't resonate with you, don't forget to check out your other signs, your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. I also like to check my North Node when I'm dealing with soulmate connections. All right, my lovely Gemini, I'm going to leave it here. I'm sending you so much love and light. Take care.